if they're poems, they're letters. There was a letter project that I was doing with a friend of mine. So I'm just gonna read like the letters that I wrote and not the letters that she wrote back. So I don't know if it'll make any sense, but maybe it will. Dear E, I'm interested in how we change, in how we evolve from air to letters. I walk for hours between buildings just to float briefly over water. My lips don't stick to others' lips, but stick to what they say. And by the time they are done speaking, I am unsure if I've ever said anything or if the voice has always been someone else. My mother has no siblings, but she had a mother. And this mother had the same name that my mother has now. And so one looked into the other to see herself. Are we always incomplete, or is it that our mirrors are people we've named? But back to air and letters. I climbed up a ladder through a hole in the ceiling and then found myself on the roof. Someone talked of compulsion, of making strange sounds, of wanting to yell, and the fear of doing so inappropriately. The roof makes me want to climb off of the roof, or climb up the walls of buildings to get to other roofs. The roof makes me want to get off the roof some way other than how I came. Everything said here is the same. We're meant to build or dissipate. Woo! Woo! I've had a cold this week, so sorry if my voice goes. Dear E, after that, a second wind, a sea breeze blows twice. I forget who to answer to, who not to answer to. I am compelled these days by reeling, by nonsense, by unreadability, as though anyone reads, as though I am who I say I am, and words are physical, more than ink, more than speech. I draw a line and then break it. Its pieces are pointed and stab into my leg. Or the line leads my finger to draw it. The line breaks apart under my weight. The line pulls up in shards and takes revenge on my leg. We're beginning to allow what we act on to begin to act on us. I write you a letter. No, the letter writes me. The letter writes me into itself and then mails itself to you. The letter enters the light of your kitchen, takes your hands to its seams, rips itself through your fingers, unfolds itself in your hands, lifts itself up to eye level and empties. Its words and the bits of me contained, then absorbed into your brain. We are filled up by so many words thrown our way. To be honest, I think that if the letter writes me, it's because I am paper, an object, a surface with only one use. E. Sometimes it's best to gather the mess in a pile, like a nest, and sleep in it, and then leave it, let another animal live there. I gather the debris I've left loose around the house. I gather it together and find that from it, I can build another house. This is a place to live for a while, but not forever. I know not forever because some of the walls are made from pencils and dirty socks, and the weather will weather it quickly enough. I thought that if we filled enough time, the precarity of our stance would never assert itself. That if we wrote enough, we might evade it, or at least call it on our terms. I, like you, am growing tired of tales, tired of waiting to see what's next, what will happen. I want to start from the end and move backwards, making adjustments as I go, so that what I remember of where I've been or not yet arrived will always be changing and improve. Last night I read only a title, or it was read to me. Yeats said, I see phantoms of hatred and of the heart's fullness and of the coming emptiness, but I would just say, be still.